Is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and we're gonna be doing something that might get a little bit of hate for, and that is these. Hold on, let me just move stuff around. These tow mirrors. So I know what you're saying, Michael. It is a short 1500. You do not need tow mirrors. And I will say I do actually, because I hate not being able to see, and these mirrors they ain't enough for me. All right, I'm someone who is stupid, so being able to actually see when I'm backing up in a pickup truck is very helpful.
Keep going. You're good. You're good. You're good.
So we're gonna swap out these mirrors with those tow mirrors. Now it's gonna be a lot of work. Only for the running light part. The rest of it's pretty simple. The running light thing, I don't do wiring normally. The cargo light that is on there will be wired up to my button that's inside the truck. I'm having my cousin do that because I don't trust myself with splicing into a wire. But a fuse tap shouldn't be too difficult to do. Very simple to do, especially when your door panel, like half of your stuff is like not even there. Like there's supposed to be something here. And then there's, let me just move it to where you guys can actually see everything. There's supposed to be something here, and they ain't there. But anyway, so this is got to come off without breaking any plastic, especially because it's cold out here. My hands are freezing. It's like 3 degrees in Antarctica. And yeah, so this also can come out because, well, it needs to come out. So then you gotta take off your entire door panel here, and the new mirror has its own wiring harness for your cargo light, your running light, and that's it, and a ground wire. The rest of it plugs right in to the back of this, which has the rest of all your factory stuff, so it plugs in all the factory plugs that mirror plugs into. So you'll get turn signals, and it somehow gets heated windows, not heated mirrors, but I don't understand how that one works, so it probably doesn't work. But I found out that the turn signals work because it somehow takes power from your power mirrors, and then somehow gets a signal from your body control module when the turn signals turn on for it to flash. I don't get it because I'm not a wiring guy. So if someone understands that, please let me please tell me how that actually works. Close this up. And now we'll see how unlevel it is. Okay, that is severely unleveled. But oh, that looks really bad. Oh my god. Yeah, this is gonna require some serious leveling with washers. But now we can officially move that in. And wow, that goes out really far. I feel like that might be in too far. Is that just how tow mirrors are supposed to be? Are they in that close? My first set of tow mirrors, so I don't know. And then, if you guys need to, extendo. Well, that'll probably never be used on my truck, but this is what I've been waiting to do. Oh my goodness! So obviously, this here is just flashing, doing the turn signal right now. But when it's not on and all plugged in properly, when the running lights are on or headlights are on, that'll be a white light, which will look really killer once not killer. That was, whoa. What kind of millennial language was, I'm not even a millennial. Anyways, it'll look really sick once it is fully wired in, and then you'll have that with these DRLs here. Well, these DRLs will show you the ones that aren't flashing, but like, let's see the difference. What does it look like having one tow mirror and one stock mirror? Tow mirrors look so much better. I thought it was gonna look stupid. It really doesn't. Even on this short of a truck, the tow mirror doesn't look stupid. They looked so much bigger before you put them on. Same thing with my tires. My tires look like massive when I take them off of the truck, but when they're on the truck, they're not even like that big. All right, boys. So both tow mirrors are on, and they are, oh my goodness, they are, you know, aimed how I want them to be aimed, at least for now, until I level them out. Anyways, there she is, boys. And if you look, this side is angled way up more than that side is. So this side will, I'm assuming, will probably only end up using like 3, 4 maybe. And then this side, like 6, maybe 7. No, that was not a 6, 7 joke. Shut up if you still say that. I hate you. And but like, actually, I'm saying like we might need maybe like actually like 6, maybe 7 washers for this side to angle to level it. But I could be completely wrong. And that, watch, that side's gonna take like 2, and that side's gonna take 5. But I mean, she looks good. And let me turn on all my lights. Obviously, I really can't keep the 4-ways on because, well, I don't have the running light wired up. Like I have already said, I'm not wiring that up yet. Where's the button? There it is. Also, 2 of my rock lights in the back do not turn on anymore. That's probably a me error and not the brand. But anyways, so we have all my lights on. And, whew. And no, those are not halogens, those are LED. I just have them on amber mode right now. That's how I've been driving lately, but yeah. Also, the headlights are really bright now because I have last fit into there. So we have some last fit headlights, but dude, she is dialed with these mirrors. I actually really like them. From the front, she looks like a 2500. Now, I am not trying to go for the look of the 2500. Like that, obviously, that's their look. I just wanted the tow mirrors. Now, from the side, does it look a little bit funny? Kind of. But even though I'm gonna get hate for it, I actually really enjoy these tow mirrors. I haven't really driven with them yet, so I don't know. These might come back off. You never know. If I absolutely hate driving with them, they'll come off. But I probably won't. I'll probably just have to get used to it. It is definitely really weird having a tow mirror now. But now this mirror does shake. I will not lie. It does shake a tiny bit. I literally started up the truck and it shook the mirror. My old mirrors didn't do that. My sub severely affects these mirrors. So if that is something that annoys you when driving is your mirror shaking, do not buy these. Like, they shake, not like super bad, like I'm kind of over exaggerating a little bit, but they do shake. So if you cannot have any shake, do not buy cheap tow mirrors because they will shake. Oh wait, I forgot to do this side. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. But here, I'll give you guys the quick look of how this will never look ever when I'm driving. Because if you do this, like literally, if you do this for no reason at all, now I understand if you have a service box or anything and you do this, I hate you, please turn in your Silverado. Do not extend out your tow mirrors unless you have a very good reason. Like, if you have a cargo, like a big old service box that sticks out to like here, you kind of need it. But if you have like, if you have like a super long gooseneck, you kind of need it. But now, like, let's look at it from the side profile. She doesn't look bad with tow mirrors, boys. It actually fits really nicely somehow. It still looks very proportionate. I thought it was gonna like be extremely unproportionate, and I'm not even being biased. Like, if it looked bad, I would say it looks bad. But anyways, you can see from here in the rear. That's how you'll see it from the back. So we're not done doing the whole review. So I will catch you guys later after I, 1, go to PT, 2, run to the hardware store and get the washers that I need. I think they're like 6mm washers. I'll tell you guys once I get to that. But anyways, I'll catch you guys once that happens, and then we will have the running light, and you guys will actually get to see this truck in all of its glory, except those reverse lights. I'm not doing those. Like I said, I'm gonna have my cousin wire it into the cargo light button, so all I gotta do is press the cargo light and they will turn on. But yeah, they work as intended. Right side turns on the right side. Left side turns on the left side, right side turns on the right side. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this part, and see you guys in the next part once everything else gets finished. All right, so we're gonna work on leveling the mirrors. We still have yet to wire these in yet, but I'm like, I have time, I'm just gonna do this. And it stopped snowing, so you basically get this little cover off here. You gotta fight with it a little bit, but it pops out over here. You just gotta be careful of these little clips so you don't break them, especially if you're doing this out in the cold like I am. And then you want to loosen these bottom ones and take these top ones out completely, and then put, I think these exact size work fine, but put as many as you need as long to level this out to where you like it. And then yeah, so I'm just close this, and then we'll just level that. And yeah, but that's a 10mm bolt there. You don't want to use the screw because, well, the Phillips head, because you will strip that out. But I'll get back to you guys after I put in some washers and level out this mirror. This side will definitely take a lot more than the other side. As you know, this side is up a lot more than that side, but it'll look 10 times better once this is down. Oh, and also another thing, when you go to put this back on, it will not go on perfectly due to this lip here. So you gotta take a little Dremel, and you have to basically just trim that down a little bit just so that it will fit snugly. Well, I know a lot of people will try to trim like here, but it's easier just to trim on that. So yeah. All right, so about like an hour later, we finally got this one leveled and trimmed up. I had to use like pliers and stuff to cut it because the little Dremel I had did not work. So it looks like it's kind of like a hack job, but you won't really see it unless you look at it close. Over here, I still have to trim this one, but behind here, I only put like one washer with like a really thin one behind it. And then over there, I did 3 thick ones. Like 3 of, you can see it, 3 of that one that's, I'll circle it in editing, but it's like that one there. So I have 3 of those on the other side to level it. This one really didn't need much. She is all leveled up. All right, boys, so it's Wednesday. We finished the install on Monday night. My cousin came over. He actually helped me finish the wiring. I ran the wires through this door into the cab. He did the other side. But look at these lights. And they are definitely pure white. I was a little bit worried that they weren't going to be bright or anything. They are plenty bright. I was driving last night in the fog and everything. It does kind of emit a little bit onto the fog, but not that much. It's not super bad, but it was really thick fog I was driving through last night. But I am very happy to say, I do know that the heated mirrors do in fact work, because last night when I was driving, these were starting to like fog up and you could just see a circle, and then it kept getting bigger and bigger until the whole mirror was warm, and it definitely made a big difference. I will have to say, if you guys want to buy these and paint match them, there is a lot of texture on this part. This part is not as bad with texture, but if you guys do plan on like buying these to paint match them, you are going to need to sand them down a lot. Now I believe this brand doesn't have as an option to get the paint matched caps. I know you can get chrome ones. I just don't want to do the chrome ones because my plan for this truck is new bed, especially because this bed rod now is like very dangerously loose and about to like fall off, and I don't want it to hit my tire. So my bed's slowly falling apart the more and more I drive it, but I daily drive this truck in the winter. It was already very rusty and it's getting worse as I'm driving it. 2 of my rock lights no longer work right now because probably from my install. But yeah, this truck ain't going anywhere. So if you guys actually do like this truck on the channel, do not worry, it is not going anywhere. I actually do have some plans for this. So this actually, those tow mirrors are the almost final mod until we start doing rust repair. The next mod is just, I already have them, and they're supposed to, the little light strips that go down that little bar in front of the radiator, and they have turn signal stuff in them. So my mirrors won't look as stupid having the only thing on here sequential. And then after that gets installed, it has to be wired up to these because these headlights are actually not going to be staying forever. Once these DRLs burn out, I am no longer doing LED DRLs in this truck, and we are just going to go with plain black housing, clear headlights, and yeah. But anyways, get you guys one last look at this truck and its form like this, because once I have a little bit more money, because right now I'm still healing from my collarbone. Once my collarbone's healed up, I can actually get into a better job than working at a Dollar General, because we don't get paid much. I'll be able to start affording to do a lot more stuff. But one thing I'm definitely going to be saving up for, new bed. That's probably going to be like maybe $1,000. But hey, buying a new bed is cheaper than buying a brand new bedside for both sides, because it's $1,000 each bedside. Plus I can get one without taillights, without the tailgate, because I can get one off of Amazon for probably about like $100. New chrome rear bumper for now, just because I'll have to get a new one, because when I put a new bed on, it won't fit because that's dented in from previous owner, probably backing into something or someone backing into him. And then also when the bed is off, back of the frame's getting painted. I do have 10 more rock lights that I got from my girlfriend, so maybe there is a few more mods. We have 10 more rock lights that I got from my girlfriend for Christmas, and Starlight headliner, which I also got from her. I was taking a break from working on it because it is a lot of work. But yeah, anyways, back to what I was saying. So get a new bed for this thing. Doesn't matter if it's painted the same color, I can get it painted from someone. I have connections, so I can get them painted easily. But yeah, like for some reason my gas, when I fill it up, sometimes it'll shoot out. That's rusting apart. Like, if you guys remember, it was actually not that bad when I first started modding it. Now that I'm daily driving it a whole bunch, it is getting worse and worse. But she will stay because this truck means a lot to me. It's my first truck. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna shoot some more B-roll, and hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, and if you guys want more content, please subscribe. I know I don't post that much, but it's kind of hard when you have no money and just life gets in your way. But anyways, see you guys the next time I post. Don't know when it'll be, but I'll see you guys.